Want to watch this episode? Check it out on my YouTube channel by going to youtube.com/@lanternslive. Welcome to Lanterns Live, the only live stream YouTube channel dedicated solely to the world of Green Lantern. And today, it's a pretty fun day. I wasn't going to be doing this live stream. I decided to take the week off. I've been really busy lately, and I figured, you know what, I could use the break. So I posted out on Blue Sky and Instagram and everything like that, right here on YouTube, that unless something comes up, some Green Lantern news comes up, I won't be doing a live stream this week. And of course, Green Lantern news has popped up. We have a release date for Lanterns on HBO Max, which I'm really excited about, which is going to be August 16th. And what's great about August 16th is that it looks like HBO has enough confidence in the show Lanterns that they are putting it on Sunday night in primetime, I'm assuming. I don't think they're going to be releasing it Sunday during the day. So I'm really excited. This news came to us via James Gunn and DC and Green Lantern and pretty much everywhere. And it came alongside a picture. Let's bring up that picture. So here it is. I'm gone, but let me get in here. Let's do this. We'll do this. I'll hang out down here. So here's this picture that we got of a hand using the power battery. And what's interesting about this image is that this is the first image we've seen of John Stewart with a ring. I'm assuming it's John Stewart. It doesn't look like Kyle Chandler's hand. And one of the things I find interesting about this image is that the ring looks very similar to the one Kyle Chandler's been wearing. So as you know, the tagline is only one can use the ring, I believe is the tagline, which is true. I'd like to see someone else try this ring at the same time as me. Not going to happen. So it's a weird tagline, but that's fine. Comics Jack is here. How you doing? Yeah, this image is great. It's our first time seeing sort of glowing green out of lanterns. Looks similar to Guy Gardner's glow. It's a very sort of lime jello look, like a really dark sort of goopy green, which I like. I'm totally cool with this. Now, here's the thing. We've been talking about Hal sharing his ring with John. And, like, listen, we know there's more than one Green Lantern ring. That's totally... We know that. Because we've seen Hal Jordan's ring, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit because I think there might be some discrepancies in what we see in Lanterns. But we know that Hal Jordan has his ring with the gold and it looks like stained glass and stuff. Looks different than Guy's ring. So we know that there's more than one ring. It's just that, you know, any one ring can't be used by multiple people. And it seems like we are getting a handoff of the ring in the show. I mean, we saw Hal pull a ring off his finger, place it on the dashboard for John Stewart to use instinctively, as he goes over the cliff in the car. Yeah. Drop a like, definitely. That'd be great. So the thing with this image is it looks like the ring that's being used by Aaron Pierre, because I believe this is Aaron Pierre, is the same one that Hal uses. It's a nice flat ring, like, you know, flat, like this. It's not like a round one, like these guys, because usually I think in the comics you see John with this style of ring. Also interesting is the clothes because it looks like they're clutching the power battery and holding the ring. So if you look at the top here, you could see fingers holding onto the power battery and the other hand holding the ring. So they're doing that. They're clutching it by that. I'm not really sure what this is over here. I'm not sure what that is. But if we look at the outfit, it looks kind of brownish. It kind of looks like Hal's jacket. But I don't think this is Hal's hand. I could be wrong. But this is definitely like a tan color. So I don't know. This show, they just like refuse to just give us like a really good shot of stuff. I know when the trailer dropped, the teaser trailer, which I also want to talk about today, we only saw the side of the lantern power battery. We didn't see the front of it. And here is no different. We're still just catching, the side of it. If you look here, it's got that sort of, that segmented look that we've been seeing like here, this sort of concentric circles. But there is definitely a dark spot right here where we can possibly have like an actual like Green Lantern logo. Because I feel like that would be nice to have the Green Lantern logo on the power battery, even though that's not necessarily a thing. But this feels just like a train battery, so I wouldn't mind if there was some sort of more Green Lantern-ness to it. Let's see. Comic Jacks asks, you think this is a power battery that was found by John? Like someone abandoned it? That was one of my original things, was maybe it's actually Alan Scott's like train-style battery. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what's happening because Kyle Chandler says that the outfit in the closet, which I thought looked like it could be Alan Scott because there's definitely looks like capes, like a cape thing on the shoulder. Kyle Chandler said that's the outfit he wears in the show. We talked about that a little bit, but Will over at the Green Lanterns podcast talked about a fan who saw Kyle Chandler at a minor league baseball game and asked him a bunch of questions, including the suit and closet. And Kyle Chandler says that is a suit he wears. That is a suit he wears in the show. Whether that suit belonged to Alan before or whatever, I don't know. So I'm kind of thinking that this definitely looks like it would be something that Alan Scott would do. But I think it's fun that this is the very first time that we've seen Aaron Pierre with a ring on, and we're not getting a really good shot. I'm going to talk about this too, because I really want to talk about the ring. I'm going to bring up another image, one that came out this week. Let's see here. I'll open this with preview. And now this guy, all right. So this picture came out, Screen Rant exclusive preview. There's a whole article on it. I haven't even had a chance to read the article yet, guys, because I have been busy. And again, I wasn't going to be here today or yesterday because I wanted just a break. But when Green Lantern stuff comes up, it gets me all excited and I want to jump on here. So here we are. Now we got an image of the ring here. And I got to tell you guys, let me try to zoom in on this thing. Okay, you know what? Now that I zoom in, it looks weird, right? It looks different. Is this just me? Like this area right here, I'm going to see how far I can zoom in because they got this pretty large. There's something a little bit different about this ring. I think like this section here doesn't connect and this doesn't connect, which I think is different. And I'm assuming that there's like multiple prop rings that they use. And because the show at this moment isn't really like that close up on the ring, that it looks a little bit different. It might be a different prop. But I thought, I don't know, just thought it looked a little different. Will had texted me yesterday, and Will or Vactor, if any of you guys want to come on, I could send you a studio link. Just if you guys aren't up to anything and just want to chat about Green Lantern, I'm totally here. This Zoom quality is great. Yeah, I went on, I got this off a Screen Rant. They had a really big, like this was their exclusive image that they took. And I thought, I was like, wow, that's actually really good quality. And I didn't realize it was going to zoom in this nice when I popped it up. I thought we were going to get kind of grainy like we did with that original, picture that came out like a couple Februarys ago. But you know what? Since we can zoom in, we see any reflections in this in these glasses here? No. But I did have a fun idea. Oh man, let's really. You guys really want to look at this picture? Because I haven't really studied this picture, but there's sunglasses here. That's fun. Hal Jordan, and those don't look like I feel like Hal would wear aviators. This doesn't look like something that Hal would wear. He looks like he has padding on his finger. Yeah, and it's kind of crooked. Like, I wonder if the ring's loose. Maybe this is like Aaron Pierre's ring. I don't know. I'm gonna start farting around with the zoom here. Oops. I just made my internet smaller. I accidentally zoomed on that. Okay, there we go. Now I can read you guys. Let's take a look here. What do we got? Some pop tops. Green glow over here. I don't really see anything. This does look like a very earth-based bar, but I kind of had a hunch. Oh yeah, Aaron Pierre has some hair on his hands. Like, listen, I notice when people have their hair on their hands because I do. So that picture of the ring is definitely Aaron Pierre's hand. That looks the same. So that picture that they did do today with the Lantern power battery is interesting. Looks like John Stewart has maybe a rum and coke over here, which is interesting. Hal has 2 beers and a couple of shots. I mean, if I were Hal, if I were on this team, yeah, there's definitely a lot more liquor in front of Hal. If I were part of this team, and I know they're trying to make like Hal like a blue collar type of guy, so they're giving him beers, but I would have given him a highball. And if you don't know what a highball is, I think a highball is like a bourbon with like ginger ale, I think. I used to order 7-7s a lot, but when I found out that what the highball was basically the same thing as a 7-7, but instead of 7-Up, it had ginger ale, I started ordering a highball just because, you know, I'm a big fucking dork, and that's what I order. I will Comic Jack, yeah. I'll be expecting a bar fight in the scene. I agree. You know, for a second, I thought that maybe this bar scene was going to be at Warriors, but I don't think we've heard that like Nathan Fillion isn't really doing scenes with Kyle Chandler, so maybe it's not Warriors unless, you know, I don't know. Nathan Fillion wasn't here for these shots. He was only there for the reverse shots, maybe. But they're at a bar. They look very concerned. We did get another picture of a bar earlier, back after the trailer was released. Let me find that and pop that guy open, and we'll talk about this here, because I don't think there's a whole lot to that bar that we saw. So here's this picture of a bar. No ring on John. Hal's ring. Again, we could zoom in. Hal's ring is there. This is not as good. Can we see anything in this reflection here? I don't, but that would have been cool. I'll say this, like, look at this jacket, right? Actually, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm gonna do something here because I want to go back and forth on these images, these three images, because we'll open all these up on preview. Okay, bear with me because I want to say about this jacket that Hal's wearing is the same one we saw in the image that came out today. So if you look back, here's a jacket. It's kind of tan, and you can see these sort of seams coming down the middle is very similar to the seams coming down the middle here. So either that's John. I don't know what's happening there. Those look like Aaron Pierre's hands, right? But Hal's jacket. And look how it's clutching the battery. Oh my gosh. Nesquik 007, I think Hal's holding the lantern while John puts the ring inside. I mean, maybe. I feel like this over here looks also like John's hand. John would have to be hugging around Hal to do this, which I'm fine with. It's a weird shot, right? Because we recreate it, the hand's up here, and the fist is here. So Hal's jacket would have to be somewhere in between John and the ring and stuff. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, these pictures came out. This one's been out for a while. I don't think it's Warriors, but you can see over here there's a Nebraska flag, so this still is, in Rushville. And I doubt that Guy Gardner set up his bar in Nebraska, but boy, I wish it was. Yeah, not much else to say about this image other than we get another shot of the ring. Hal looks concerned and John looks confused. I don't know. I just don't know. The show has been so quiet. John reciting the oath. Yeah, it's going to happen, right? Hal behind him. Vector says this show's going to kick so much butt. I hope so. I really hope so. I know a lot of people are still complaining about the fact that it takes place on Earth, even though like every Green Lantern writer who's come on to do Green Lantern comics has basically started in Earth. So that's not anything different. We're just about 3 months away. We're coming up on May, June, July, August. So we have like 3 months and like a couple of weeks, which means that like I'm going to be getting more streams like this where I just start like jumping on last minute. So thanks you guys. Thanks to everybody who hit the bell icon to make it here on time. So here's the thing. Lantern starts Sunday nights on HBO starting August 16th. Great. That's perfect. I'm assuming it'll be at 9 o'clock Eastern time, which means it'll pop up at 6 o'clock Western time, Pacific time, not Western time. 6 o'clock Pacific time, which I will be home and I will be refreshing my HBO and I will watch it live as soon as I can. Then my schedule is such for every Sunday night that we get a new episode of Lanterns, I am going to be doing a live stream at 7:15 or 10:15 Eastern time. Like I'm going to be doing live streams after each episode immediately following it. So it's going to be a case of, like, if you guys are going to watch the live stream and don't want to get spoiled, you're going to have to watch it as soon as you can, because that's what I'm planning on doing. And what's great is, I mean, shit, right now I could set up a live stream for that night now and have the 3-month clock going this whole time. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm going to look at my schedule and start, filling it up with lantern stuff. But yeah, so that's basically going to be what it is. And of course I'll have like the sort of, the trimmed down version, or I might just leave the live streams up, but I'll have like the audio version, like up either later that night or the following day, so that you guys can check out like my thoughts on it, ASAP. I want to have guests on every week, and so it might be a big ask to Will or Vactor or anybody else who I've had on the show, to be ready to go live as soon as the episode is over, because that's when I'm doing it. And then it could be one of those things where I give them a grace period, and I'm like, hey, I'm jumping on like at 7:01. When you're done watching it, feel free to jump on at any time. So we'll do that. Vactor says, yeah, it's like a doomsday clock. Yeah, basically. Like, can you imagine if I put in like when that Lanterns live show will come up on April 16th or on August 16th? Sorry. You can always revert back to my page to see how much longer we have until we finish watching the first episode of Lanterns. Yeah, basically, Vactor, anybody who's like been a guest on the show, or anybody who wants to be a guest on the show who can make it, any of friends like Mark or Allison or like anybody, Johnny, Chris, Jay, any of these folks that have been on the show before, if they want to come on, they can as soon as the episode airs. I'll join when you tell. I don't know my ring size. I feel like I have to go to a jeweler to find out and stick my finger in all of the things. Dude, I'll send you my ring size. Trust me. If you're thinking about getting a ring, then I definitely want to check it out. Also, everybody should probably go to, I've mentioned the Ring Foundry a lot. I really want to get Ring Foundry on here if it's okay. They have recently posted that it's probably best if everybody joins up on their newsletter. I did that. Buy a ring sizer. If I'm going to buy a ring sizer, it's going to have a Green Lantern logo on it. What I should probably do, listen, they have jewelers everywhere. I can go to a jeweler anywhere and get my ring, my finger sized. That shouldn't be an issue. I just need to do it. I've just been too busy. But I'm not going to buy a ring sizer. I feel like my finger changes too. But I need to see like my ring size with a closed fist and an open fist, and like get it somewhere in between there, so I don't have a loose ring like Kyle Chandler. So anyway, that's kind of the idea for Lanterns Live. Immediately following episodes, I'll be on here live talking about each episode individually for 8 weeks. It's going to be a great 2 months. So that'd be August into September and September into October. Yeah, same thing here. Me and my wife went to a jeweler before we got married and stuck our fingers in the little ring sizer. I don't wear my ring. I wore it the other day, but I rarely wear it. I get kind of fidgety with I don't know if it's like an ADHD thing or some sort of thing where I get, even like wearing this ring, like during the show, I get a little bit antsy with it. And, so yeah, I never wear rings, but but I'll go get my ring size. Definitely. So that's basically the schedule. That's what we're looking at. So anybody who's a Green Lantern fan, when they are done watching the show and open up YouTube, I will be there live talking about the episode they just watched. Very excited about this, guys. I'm almost like anxious about it. I'm really hoping the show doesn't just like fucking suck, because then I'm just have to like, I'm not going to shill. Like if the show sucks, then I'm going to say it sucks. A couple weeks ago, I covered Green Lantern 34 with Will, and I didn't like it. As much as I love Jeremy Adams and everything that the team has been doing on that book, I didn't care for that issue. I thought the story was a little bit weak. Really didn't have anything going for it. There was a lot more Hal in it than I had hoped for, considering that there was this whole new era with Kyle Rayner taking over the book and stuff. So for me, I'm not going to be shilling, but I don't want it to be agonizing. I did a podcast where I covered Why the Last Man, and each week was just excruciating. That show fucking sucked. Sorry for the language, but seriously, like, Why the Last Man, the show, was awful. And I said as much online, and then Amber Tamblyn came after me and was saying that how dare I, and the show is put together by, 90% women and stuff, and I was like, I appreciate it, but maybe the show could be better. It's not a good show. Yeah, I really hope it doesn't suck. I don't think it'll suck. Listen, it's weird because people are bitching and complaining about any sort of info, any sort of image that comes out for Lanterns. You hear people online bitching and complaining. And listen, I don't know where these Green Lantern fans have been this whole time, but like, all of a sudden everybody has opinions on what Green Lantern should be, instead of focusing on what it actually is. And this show looks like it's actually going to be a good show. Now, for those of you that were around for 2011, at the height of like Blackest Night and Jeff Johns' run on Green Lantern, and the hype surrounding the Ryan Reynolds movie, directed by Martin Campbell, the director of Casino Royale, which is an amazing movie. I'm a massive James Bond fan, and I was like, great. Martin Campbell's an amazing director. Ryan Reynolds is fun. I think he could play Hal Jordan, which he did. Just the movie wasn't great. And for me, there's nothing about this show that doesn't look great. Like, this feels like it's the long time coming redemption of Green Lantern. So I don't know why people feel the need to complain about this stuff, but just give it a shot. I mean, people gave shit to Heath Ledger. People gave shit to Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck. There's always people who just give shit to these things. And then when it actually comes out and it's good, and Heath Ledger was like one of the top 2 Jokers, and Ben Affleck, I think, was the most comic accurate Batman we've seen. And Michael Keaton was a classic Batman. Did any of those people after the movies came out say, oh, you know what, I was wrong? No, they just bitch and complain and complain and complain, and then when the thing comes out, they're just silent. That's stupid. I think that's really stupid. So why bitch and complain now if you're just going to have to eat your words later? Just be curious about this stuff. I wonder why there's only one ring. I want to know why John Stewart was picked to be Green Lantern without being given a ring. Now, it's something that happened in his first appearance, and there's been a lot of new lore added since then, since like 1971 or whatever. But it's also one of those things where instead of just bitching and complaining about what you think it should be, wait to watch the story and see how they're presenting it and see if it's actually good. Grant Morrison, when he started his Green Lantern run, he's like, I'm going to take it crazy, cosmic, and psychedelic and weird. And that's his take on Green Lantern. Whether you like it or not, that all depends on if you read it or not. You don't just say, oh, I don't like Grant Morrison, fuck him, I'm not going to read this book, and I hope he gets canceled after like 2 issues. No, you don't do that. You read the book, find out if it's for you. If it's for you, you keep reading. If it's not, you stop. That happened with Jeffrey Thorne's run on Green Lantern. I read 3 issues. It wasn't for me. I never finished it. And based on what I heard people talk about, that book, I don't think I need to go back and finish it. I think the team now, with Morgan Hampton and Jeremy Adams, have given me enough context clues where I can just like kind of understand how the story keeps going without reading that chunk that I didn't care for. So like, don't bitch and complain about stuff, guys. It's, you know, you don't have to. Because the only thing that's going to do is make you eat your words. I'm optimistic about Green Lantern. Sure, I was optimistic about Green Lantern 2011. And as much as I don't hate that movie, I don't hate the Ryan Reynolds movie, but you know, there was stuff I appreciated in it with it. You know, it wasn't all bad. It just felt short. And everything didn't feel fleshed out like a Green Lantern book. With this, it sounds like they're taking their time and giving you sort of an Earth-based terrestrial story to sort of ease us into this whole Green Lantern lore, which includes Guardians and Sinestro and Power Rings and Power Batteries. Like, just relax. It's okay that it's on Earth, and I guarantee you that teaser trailer is like maybe 2 episodes of the 8. We don't know. Let me talk about the trailer real quick. So the other day, the trailer got taken down. And people were like, oh, because they fucked up and because, oh, they need to fix the suit because no one likes the suit. They think like their voice matters so much that they're going to Sonic the Hedgehog this thing and change the design. That's not what they're doing. It turns out they didn't have the music rights to continue using the Bruce Springsteen song. Right? So they privated the trailer for a couple days, changed the music out, and unprivated it. The thing I think is stupid about that, like, have the alternate version to swap out ready to go before you pull down the video. That's the stupid thing. Like, if they just, like, in the middle of the night, swapped out to the new version of the trailer with the new music, and then just kept it up on YouTube, no one would have noticed. But why they had to, like, private it for, like, 3 or 4 days before re-uploading the updated music? That's so stupid to me. Like, guys, like, we're gonna know that it's not there anymore. And I gotta tell you something. Today I watched the updated trailer, the teaser with the updated music instead of the Bruce Springsteen song. I like it more. I think it's a better trailer with that music. I don't need a shoehorned in pop song slowed down for a trailer. Like, that's so overdone. I'm a fan of like film music, and the music in the trailer was very, very film score like. And what's funny is I'm like, I wonder what this music is from. So I hit Shazam, and I did my Shazam while the trailer was going, and it said it was the Bruce Springsteen song. So they kept enough of it to be like a similar vibe, but it's a new trailer. So I'm yeah. Liz is here. How you doing? It happens to be every comic book project. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't complain about Guy not having the green aura while flying. But when the teaser was out, they complained about the aura, yeah. I don't know what it is. Anytime anything Lanterns comes up, these freaking Green Lantern fans come out of the woodwork and start saying what's wrong with it and what it should be. And then meanwhile, real Green Lantern fans, myself, Vactor, Will, are like, no, this looks really rad. Anyway. So for me, it's like, let's see, where did Vactor say that? Yeah, this show's going to kick butt. Yeah. So anyway, like, I don't know why people are so angry about everything. Wait, Liz, your birthday is August 16th? Is that true? That's really cool. That's really cool. If that's your birthday. I mean, it's everybody's birthday. It's everybody's birthday now. Or it's like Christmas or whatever. DC is very confident with the show. They don't care what people say because everyone will just shut up when the show's out. I hope that's the case. Everyone shut up with Keaton. Everybody shut up with Heath Ledger and Ben Affleck. I don't know. You just got to trust the vision of the makers, you know? You got to trust them. Right? I trust in Damon Lindelof as well. Yeah. All right. So one of the things I said was that when I reached out to Garrett Dillahunt's people, their response was, we don't even have a release date yet, so I don't know when we're going to. I don't know if we could schedule a live stream interview with Garrett Dillahunt. Well, guess what? We now have a date, August 16th, and I will be reaching out to them again. Yeah, you care about the story. Great. That's what you should care about. Is it a good story? The fact that Damon Lindelof was able to do with Watchmen what he did, has me confident in the show. The fact that HBO is putting it on Sunday instead of like a Wednesday like they did with Duster shows me that they have confidence in this show as well. So we got a little bit of other Green Lantern news. Will sent me this. And I really didn't get too much into it, but it looks like Jessica Cruz will be in the next season of My Adventures with Superman. I don't know how much she'll be in it, but that's exciting. I guess what I'll do is I'll cover those episodes that she appears in. I still haven't watched the show, guys. It's not my thing. I tried. It makes me sleepy. I think what I'll do is I know there's a Green Lantern episode of the show, and I may be covering that. I think I'll cover that. That one episode, and then I'll cover any episode with the Green Lantern in it. We'll do that for now. It'll be like the deal I had with Peacemaker. If a Green Lantern shows up, I'll cover that. But yeah, I'm not really into like doing every episode of My Adventures with Superman. But when it comes to My Adventure with Green Lantern, I'll be covering those every week. Maybe not the same day as they come out, but probably like the following day or something. Like if it comes out, I don't know when those My Adventures with Supermans come out. It's like a Saturday morning thing. Is it like a Wednesday thing? So if it comes out like on a Wednesday, I'll watch it Wednesday and do a stream on Thursday. But shit, I mean, if it comes out on a Wednesday, like at, like 5 in the afternoon or 6 in the afternoon, maybe I'll just do a stream after it comes out. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge once we get to it. I'm sure we'll get some more My Adventures with Green Lantern news coming up at Comic-Con, I'm assuming, or once Lanterns is done. We might even, I don't know how far they are in production for My Adventures with Green Lantern, but I feel like that's also HBO, right? So they would have maybe the week of the Lanterns finale for season 1. Maybe they'll do a trailer for My Adventures with GL. Yes, My Adventures with Green Lantern is already confirmed. They're currently working on it. I know a few months ago they were doing casting for Jessica Cruz. Jessica Cruz is going to be the main character. We know that she has a love interest named Kyle. And it looks like, it's going to be focused on Jessica Cruz. I saw that Diane Guerrero, who played Jane in Doom Patrol, over on the old DC, what was that, DC Universe? She was interested in playing Jessica Cruz. I think she might be a little bit older. She's 39. And I picture Jessica Cruz being younger, but she's interested in playing Jessica Cruz in live action. She played Jessica Cruz in the Justice League versus the Fatal Five, which I thought she did a great job. And I think she would make a great live action Jessica Cruz, but I think she may be just a little bit older than what I would want Jessica Cruz to be. Yeah. But yes, My Adventures with Green Lantern is confirmed. There's a logo out there that they released and stuff like that. But yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much the news that we've had this week. I don't have much more to talk about unless Will has something else that I didn't bring up, but I think that's pretty much what's been going on. I'll be back next week. I don't think I have anything planned. I think in 2 weeks I'll be doing the next Green Lantern Corps issue, I believe 16, with Vactor. That's on the 13th of May. So I don't have anything. Monday, I owe everybody who's a member of Honor Guard. That's usually when we do the first member exclusive live stream. We do our member exclusive live stream the first Monday of every month. And so that'll be on May the 4th. May the 4th. As a Star Wars fan, I hate May the 4th. It's true. I think it's a dog shit holiday. Sorry to Star Wars fans. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I always celebrated Star Wars on May 25th, the original, the date of the original release of Star Wars Episode 4, The New Hope. So I was thinking then, any members can leave a comment of the live stream. I thought if I were to do a Star Wars sort of Green Lantern episode, I was thinking about showing the parallels between the Guardians of the Universe and the Jedi Master, Jedi Council. So, take every week off. What? No. I like doing this show. It's not that the only reason I didn't want to do a show this week is because, like, I just did however many weeks on Lanterns Live and Invincipod at the same time. If you guys don't know, I do an Invincible show with my friend James, and Invincible ended on last Friday, and so we're done with that. And I'm like, my car broke down. I got, like, no money to fix it. I've been using my wife's car. And so I just can be kind of like, I just need a break. And I said, unless there's Green Lantern news, I will not be doing a show this week. And it's not because I just don't feel like doing the show. It's because I really didn't want to have to come up with something to do a show about. I was like, I would just want to rest my brain and not think about coming up with a show idea for this week. And so, this whole release date thing, and the image of the power battery, and the image of those guys at the bar, and then My Adventures with Green Lantern all fell into my lap. So I'm like, great, I'll do a show. I'm very, very much happy to do a show. And next week I'll do two. I'll do a normal Wednesday one, and I'll do the Monday members only stream. Let me know if you want me to do kind of a Star Wars related one. I'm not really, I just don't like May the 4th as a concept. But yeah. I just received a text from Vactor, and I don't know why he didn't put it in the live chat, but I don't know if he wants this to be a secret message to me, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to out him. Vactor says, man, I might be the most excited person I know for My Adventures with GL. So, Vactor, I feel like if I'm going to make my way through this show, My Adventures with GL, I think you should join me. It's a if you can't make it, fine. It's an open invitation. Maybe I can get Mark in here, Mark Vibert from Animation Fascination, to sort of pick up the slack if you can't do it. My hating the May the 4th thing, it goes back since the beginning. If you guys watch my other show, Live Action Star Wars, you just know, like, you have to, like, it's just all these corporations come out of the woodwork to just like try to please Star Wars fans, and they come out with Star Wars products and Star Wars garbage, and just, it's all like Star Wars stuff. For me, I grew up with 3 Star Wars movies, 2 Ewoks movies, and a couple cartoons. For like 17 years, there was no Star Wars to be had other than books. And if I told somebody that I like Star Wars, I would have been mocked. And people acted real shitty to Star Wars fans. So for the longest time, that whole stretch of time when there was no Star Wars other than books and a couple of X-Wing games, I would celebrate Star Wars on May the 25th and watch the trilogy that weekend or whatever. That's what I would do. Then all of a sudden it's all fucking cool to like Star Wars and everybody's shoving it in my face. Get out of here. No, you can't be fans of Star Wars now, like just out of nowhere. Like, oh yeah, all of a sudden fucking Nestle is the biggest Star Wars fan? No. Nestle's wasn't around for me when I was a kid, being the butt of everybody's joke because I like Star Wars. McDonald's didn't have Happy Meal toys. Shit, they didn't even get Happy Meal toys when episode 1 came out. That went to Taco Bell. Taco Bell was like, we're Star Wars fans. But now it's like freaking everything, and like every business and corporation puts out their Star Wars shit, and I'm just like, you guys are overdoing it, guys. Calm down. There's too much Star Wars. Let's pump the brakes on Star Wars. Give me a movie every 3 years, I'll be happy. No more shows. I like The Acolyte, but the Yoda thing was stupid. Mandalorian, I think, has been junk since episode 2 of the show. I'm not excited to see Mando and Grogu, but I'll go see it because it's Star Wars. Anyway, I'm not a biggest fan of May 4th. Oh, you thought I was done streaming? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm still going. So should I be doing, so you guys want to see me talk about like, Jedi Council versus the Guardians of the Universe? They're basically the same. They suck at their job. They're not out there in the field. Okay, I'm doing it. I will do a May the 4th stream for members only. Oh my gosh, dude. Why do you try to get me to talk about cheeseburgers? Uh-oh. Yep, we're talking about food now. You know what this does. You know what? Stevie's making some sort of salad for dinner tonight, which sounds pretty good, but includes bacon. So right now, the house is filled with the smell of bacon. Yeah. I've done 2 burger casts, right? Absolute Green Lantern issue 2. That episode got derailed into a Wendy's chat because I had the Star Sapphire John Stewart toys that came in the kids pack. I know Wendy's now or recently had like a John Stewart figure in their kids pack, but I'm not going to Wendy's anymore. Yeah. But I have nothing new to say about burgers. Oh, shit. Guys. Okay. All right. You did it. Here we go. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, Stevie and I went to Black Angus. I don't know if you guys still have Stuart Anderson's Black Angus. I don't think there's that many. But I ended up getting a burger Usually I get like a steak or something and like potatoes and, you know, a nice iced tea. But I decided it was like lunchtime. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a burger. I opened it up. They had a burger, nice big patty with blue cheese crumbles and sauteed mushrooms, right? And the side onion rings. And I'm a sucker for like blue cheese burgers. So I get this burger, right? I take a bite in it, and the burger tastes like they ground steak. Like it tasted like a steak, but it was a cheeseburger. Blue cheese was perfect. The sauteed onions were perfect, or sauteed mushrooms were perfect. And he was like, I told Stevie, I was like, this is like one of the best burgers I've ever had. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, this is one of the best burgers I've ever had. I don't know if you can hear Vesper screaming in the back. So yeah, if you're ever if you have a Black Angus near you, I don't know if you would or not. Yeah, where's Johnny? Johnny's mission in the chat. I highly recommend that burger with the mushrooms and the blue cheese. So anyway, that's all the burger chat I'm going to do. I'm smelling that bacon. I'm going to see if I can't get a couple bites of that before it goes into the salad. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Look forward to next week. I will do a Star Wars, or I will do a Green Lantern member only stream on May the 4th, which is just a normal date. And then we'll see where we go from there. I kind of want to get Ring Foundry on again because I think there's stuff going on at Ring Foundry. So go over, sign up for their newsletter so you know what's going on with them at all times. And that's it. That's it. I'll catch you guys soon. Just a few days away. Have a great weekend, and go be a positive voice on the internet for Green Lantern. Don't listen to the haters. They don't know what they're talking about. They just want attention. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Thank you everybody for joining me. And until next time, beware my podcast. It's Lanterns Live.